So I wanted to talk about this interview between Gucci, his wife Keyshia, and the Breakfast Club. It's a lot going on with that. She talked about how she takes care of him, and people on the internet, the sentiments are mixed, man. Some people feel like she's a handler who's taking advantage of him. Others feel like she's doing her wifely duties. Well, we're gonna talk about it and see, man. I got a clip of Joe Budden in this podcast talking about it, and I got a few other clips from TikTok, and we're gonna look at both sides. But I'm gonna tell y'all where I fall out on this. But let's get started.
Is everyone here familiar? Did y'all see Gucci Mane on the Breakfast Club with his wife? I did.
It was so good.
It was.
Great interview.
It was. I'm gonna play a clip. Let's see.
Just trying to protect the business that you guys have built while
I have a system. I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had enough.
I will say right now at this part, I don't think we ain't talking about a girl he just met the other day, right? This is his life partner. And I'm not going to look at it from her being, even if it is for selfish reasons, I don't think there's anything wrong with that because she's preserving her relationship, right? But it is probably more than that too, right? It ain't just the fact that she loves him. It ain't just the fact that she doesn't want him being embarrassed in the public. I mean, who knows what type of money is tied to the Gucci's image, right? If he's out here having episodes saying crazy stuff online, this and that might jeopardize their income. And I think that's something you should protect too, as far as like we got to live too, right? So you don't want to put that in jeopardy for no, like, what type of wife would she be if she saw these things happening and didn't do anything? You know what I'm saying? I'm just starting right there. I don't have a problem with her doing that when she knows something's going on and keeping it out the public. Yeah, the public want it. It's salacious. They want to see people crash out, but that ain't good for them. It's good for the gossipers and the people who like to see other people, crash out and go down, but it ain't good for them.
Other one. And
she's talking about schizophrenia.
Oh, wow. Okay. He wants to be left alone. He don't eat. He does not sleep. Text messages, there's a period after each word. And I'm like, you're going through an episode. You're sick. No, I'm not. In that
Gucci don't use periods.
Why do you think that? You're not speaking to me. Well, there's nothing to talk about. I said, well, that's not how you speak to your wife. And I'm like, you're sick. And we snap out of it right then.
Wow. You know, we heard Kim this week say how Kanye just used to give away their cars and stuff, and he would go through episodes. And in the book, you talk about
that was wild too. We never talked about
giving away stuff.
I gave away jewelry.
Money.
Jewelry cost so much. You know how much it costs for jewelry? Like, I would give my friends jewelry, and like they know I went well, they'll take it. That's why, I felt like, damn, they know something's going on with me, but they'll take it. So like, when I got out of jail, like I cut off all my friends.
Damn.
Yeah, I love that for so many reasons. Number one, where both of them from, she's from Jamaica, he's from Georgia. Both of those places need to hear people say, I have schizophrenia, I take medication, we take them to the hospital, this is what we do, we have a plan of action. Black people are more likely to die and all that. Black people call the police and say, my brother tripping out, and the police come and kill the brother. Police Philadelphia rioted.
That's a good point. And let's be honest, there's a taboo in the Black community when it comes to mental health. Even as growing up as kids, right? Something happened and our parents are like, you'll be okay. You ain't crazy. And it gets worse and worse until it manifests in an episode that could definitely end up in someone being hurt and or losing their lives. And that's really important, man, because two, who knows if his episode could end up with her getting hurt? Who knows, right? If you're talking about schizophrenia and stuff, anything can happen at that point. So, I think there's an element of her wanting to preserve her relationship and also not wanting to end up on the receiving end of an episode herself, right? Because it could go that way.
For that years ago. So it's like we gotta like educate each other in those ways, because mental health is not something that, I mean, literally sometimes your fluid's just low. Same way the car need oil. Or you didn't abuse some drugs, that shit fucked you up. You left dual diagnosis, sometimes you have a schizophrenic bop to you. You know what I mean? Also, she loves that nigga. She washes his ass, she cooks for him. To notice that he's using different punctuation in a motherfucking text, and they click, get the security, kidnap him, take his hospital. That's a good bitch. I love the whole thing about the interview. And I also feel like when you open enough, like how Gucci was, where it was like, yeah, I was on drugs and I was fat and now I'm slim and I'm married and I'm happy, right? I think that it's good to be vulnerable in that way too, because you present this perfect shit and it's just not real. It's not, you know, so to have such a huge problem and be open enough, because he doesn't have to, and be transparent enough when you can help communities like that. I just loved it, like every part of it.
The main thing that I got from it was when a man that's rich, because he was rich, exhibits that level of vulnerability with his wife, I think that shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? To where, yo, I'm in your care now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in your care. If I'm going through an episode or if I'm falling off the ledge or whatever the case may be, I'm going to submit to you to do everything that you think is good for us and myself at the same time. I think that's dope, and I think that's rare.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because a lot of times it's the flip side to that.
It was a reminder to me, especially during a week where some of us are having vehement disagreements. It's a reminder of like the value of partnership and like what it means to have somebody who got your back, no matter what.
She's actually catching heat for this.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
they're saying that this is controlling. This is her.
Please.
Stop
Control
it.
me.
Stop it. Some matters we don't need the comment section's opinion on. Stop it. Your significant other is going to be the one to save your life when you just fall out.
Literally.
and it's crazy that people say that. I would feel like if it was about conservatorship or even her wanting to come up, wouldn't it make more sense for her to let him crash out and do embarrassing things so that she could have a reason to take control of stuff? Be like, see, he ain't in control of himself. He ain't in control of his faculty. See, you know, to have it could, because then you would get the public on your side. You would have proof because there'd be evidence of it all over online. I don't know. I feel like if this was about her having some nefarious intent, it would probably be in her best interest to allow the episodes to continue, right? To allow them to manifest themselves. Let him crash out online. Let him get online and say stuff. Let's make some videos of this, right? So I can have a reason to say, yeah, this guy's not well. He's not in control. He's doing this. Everybody's in danger. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm looking at it, but y'all can let me know if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a controlling thing. This is the person who I'm sure has power of attorney, who is in charge in a life or death situation for him.
Family, this is the person he trusted before going to jail.
Yeah.
He left the money to her.
Facts.
He left, I believe it was $2 million. She multiplied it. And she multiplied it when he came home, got him right. Like, it's clear that this person, I know we hear them instances where, you know, somebody's doing you foul while they have the control of your business assets and everything. She's clearly moving in step with him.
And she's supposed to be controlled.
I also think an element of it, and this ain't all of it, but an element of some of it, besides trolls, people who've really never been in a healthy relationship, who've never been in a situation where they had to trust someone with as much as Gucci has had to trust her with, and that person actually come through for you, they can't fathom it. Like, there's no way. There has to be something, right, going on, right? There has to be some reason. There has to be something wrong, because there's no way somebody would just do this out of love. What? Just because they love you, they're just going. And I think people who've never experienced that, not everybody, but I think a lot of people have a hard time, or someone who's been betrayed or something, right? They just have a hard time fathoming that someone could love you enough to have that much control and not take advantage of it. And I'm not saying that she's not. I don't know them enough to be speaking on that. I'm just going to speak on what I see and what we know up to this point.
I mean, if I'm out of control, someone has to take control.
That's what marriage is.
I was about to say they would knock her head off and be dissing the shit out of her on social media if she was watching him spiral.
Ain't no doubt.
And to see, like,
what people saying about Kim.
Yes, you sitting here watching.
Look, if I was sick like Gucci, I would expect my wife to do the same thing. do for me what I can't do for myself until I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
Them go through this shit, you gonna just let them post all this dumb shit on the internet? No, I'm gonna watch my man that I love start going downhill. I ain't gonna let the truck roll all the way down the hill.
Reach over and grab
I'm
the
gonna
wheel.
reach over and stop the shit. Like, I think that's fire.
Agreed. That's what a real partner is, and a lot of people just don't know it.
Yeah, like I would have loved to have heard how Kim Kardashian dealt with that. I know they're separated, so her going on Car Daddy and speak about it with her testimony is just a little different. But I would have loved to hear that angle from Kim. Like, how did you deal with it when your husband was coming home? When you were coming home and you noticed that he was giving away cars of yours.
Right.
Yeah.
All you hear her talk about is the protection of her children. That's what you hear about, and I respect that
That's
as a
a
mom.
big thing because they have small kids.
True, and
she's
that's
so
true.
busy turning white again.
True, but
That's what it is.
his motherfucking mom is dead, and you his fucking wife. So, you know, with all that help y'all got, you would think that you could protect them fucking kids and help your husband. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm just saying that's why
And
it's
let him
good to
tell
have
it.
a good old Jamaican black ass wife.
Let him tell it. Their idea of helping him was having a doctor get him hooked up on pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say she did intervene.
And then the very next nigga she got with also had mental health problems when he left.
When he came.
When he came,
Joe.
too.
When he
Yeah.
came, Joe. When he came and left. When he came and left, Joe.
I think he entered with them problems too.
Can I add one thing to the conversation, one level to the conversation? It's another thing I thought about. People be in situations like that, like say regular people, not rich people, right? And the nigga family will be, that bitch always, like you said with the comments, people will be, oh, it's too much is changing. Because now you go over there and get the necklace, and then this bitch call, bring that necklace back over here. And she can, because she is power of attorney, right? Sometimes you see families fall apart. It's a rapper on the internet doing that right now. The family beefing, but it's just like that entitlement thing when a woman come in. People want to know why you bought your bitch a watch. Why'd you get your bitch a ride? Like some people don't understand the dynamic of family because they haven't seen it, or they haven't experienced it, or they envy it, and they will literally try to rip your shit apart.
Hey, that's exactly what I was just saying, ain't it? Pretty much the point I was just making is that when people haven't experienced it for themselves, or they had bad experiences with it, they automatically project that onto other people. And I'm not necessarily saying it like to put those people down, but because a lot of times they don't realize it. But that's what a lot of it be, man. It's just projection.
Why you have to cut off your mom and your grandma and shit sometimes. You got a good bitch, you got a Keyshia Ka'oir, and you let somebody call you and say, why you buy me a rollie?
She gonna always bring it back to cutting grandma. Mona gonna get back to cutting grandma off.
And I bet you she watching.
She is. It was just interesting for me to hear someone in hip hop talk about their battles with schizophrenia.
Yeah.
That was new for me.
Yeah.
And just a scary thing to be battling.
Terrifying.
So my God, even the medication.
So let me ask.
And shout out to her too.
Yeah.
Because putting updated people with mental health, like diagnosing mental health, that shit is not.
It's like a job.
That shit is exhausting.
Yeah.
That shit is.
And don't throw it in my face while we fighting that you wash my ass either. Like that should
She's
just
definitely
be
throwing it in your face.
that should just be a thing that you did that goes unsaid.
Stop forgetting about that week you couldn't wipe your own ass.
That's what I'm saying.
And I won't have to remind you once a month.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Tell them bitches to wipe your ass. That's when it
Come
come up.
on, you know them bitches ain't gonna do that.
Y'all memories
Help
get
you in the
short.
bathroom.
Y'all get that short-term amnesia, motherfucker. Gotta remind you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I wiped your ass. I brung you.
All right, so look, that's the end of that part of the clip. Now look, there's some people who do fall on the other side of this. We're gonna go back to that. We're gonna go to that, check that out for a minute. And in the meantime, let me know what y'all think on this, man. And then we're gonna bring it back home.
First, I thought it was beautiful hearing Keyshia open up about the realities of being the wife to someone that has mental health struggles, because people act like people don't have schizophrenia, DID, bipolar, borderline personality, like this happens in real life. So at first I took Keyshia saying that she takes his phone or she deletes apps off his phone whenever he has episodes. I've seen it as her being supportive to her husband. But then as I listen to her talk more, I'm trying to figure out how supportive is she really? Because how supportive of a wife can you be when in the same conversation you say that you don't have any mental health issues, that your husband doesn't, that you're stronger than him? What type of supportive wife says that? And then I noticed that Gucci got on his sunglasses.
I mean, if it's true, then it's true. I mean, is there anything wrong with saying that? If she doesn't have any mental health issues, in that respect, she's stronger than him. I don't know if the wording maybe could have been better, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is Gucci is in a vulnerable position with his condition. And if she doesn't have any mental health issues, then in that sense, she's stronger than him. In that sense. Because she's doing for him what he can't do for himself when he goes through those episodes, right?
This is the entire interview indoors, which I know celebrities do that, but with this conversation, it gave a little bit more jaded. Especially considering that Keyshia basically took over this conversation like Gucci barely said anything, which is weird considering the fact that this is in promo of Gucci's book about him opening up about his struggles with his mental health. But did he really want to write this book? Because with Keyshia like taking over this conversation, it kind of gave that he didn't. The interview kind of gave that the book was Keyshia's idea and not Gucci's, considering his lack of involvement in the conversation. And then the fact that after this interview airs, now Keyshia's offering $525 mental health consulting sessions on her website when she don't got no license, she don't got no credentials for that. It gives that the support that she's giving her husband is not because she...
Yeah, I don't know about that. That'd be kind of crazy. If she is offering mental health sessions, that'd be a little suspect. So look, I'm on her website right now. I see something for general life advice, money investments, starting a business, coaching. Now for that general life advice, it is $525. It's crazy. It's $525 for general life advice. Check it out. General life advice with Keyshia Ka'oir. Y'all know how y'all get about me mispronouncing names. Nigga, potato. Anyway, $525. Nothing is off limits, whether it's relationships, mindset, goals, confidence. Yeah, it says, body, you understand that she's not licensed, therapist, counselor, so on and so forth. So, yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I think they might be misrepresenting what's on her website. But let's get back to this video.
Genuinely loves her husband is because she sees it as an opportunity for her to do things like this, charging people over $500 for a mental health consulting session. What, girl? I'm seeing people saying that the way she's writing for Gucci is the same way that Kim should have wrote for Kanye and that Kim gave up on Kanye. And no, if your spouse is declining in one aspect, it is your job to help your spouse through thick and thin, and that includes your mental health. But at the same time, it is not a woman's job to make sure that a man's mental health is okay when he has the resources to do so. Kim had her...
But it's his wife, though. What is she talking about? If I'm gonna love you through sickness and health, for better or worse, through thick and thin, that means I'm gonna do everything in my control. Why would I trust, first of all, the doctor before I trust myself? Yeah, you can use those resources, but maybe they don't want to go the medicine route if they don't have to. I don't know. Maybe he is on meds too. But either way, that ain't always the extent of it. No, I don't agree with that, because if it was my wife, man, it ain't gonna be just, oh, the doctor got this or the counselor got this. No, nigga, I got this. And if I need them, I'll let them step in and help where they need to. But you damn right, I'm gonna pay attention to make sure when I see signs, I'm gonna understand what's going on, what I gotta do, how we get you about it. Yeah, no.
4 kids that she had to take care of because Kanye wasn't doing it. She had her own business ventures, her own mental health that she had to deal with. Not everyone wants to micromanage a man like this. Or some people...
But it's your husband, though. I think that's the point that she's missing. We ain't talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. We talking about husband and wife.
May micromanage their partner like this for some time, but then eventually want to put their peace first. And there's...
Yeah, I don't know about that. But anyway, you got a lot of people saying, and it does, and 100% codependent and not healthy. My husband has schizophrenia and he is 100% responsible for himself. I step in when he needs support, but he has to lead his own way. But yeah, but Keyshia is stepping in when Gucci needs support. That's exactly what she said. When she recognized the signs, she does what she has to do to keep it from getting worse. Let's go to another video.
I just took some time and watched that Gucci Mane and Keyshia Ka'oir interview when they was on the Breakfast Club. And let me say this, Gucci Mane is gone. People used to joke about Gucci being a clone. Shit was funny. Went to jail, Gucci came back. Gucci ain't Gucci right now. I'm looking at the interview and he's reminding me of Wendy Williams, Britney Spears type shit. And his wife is definitely his handler. You gotta listen to wordplay. She said, I control I control his social media. I control the money. I control everything. A strong woman will definitely have an effect on a man changing. But Gucci, he not even speaking like Gucci. She talking over him. Gucci not even speaking for herself. Gucci is a wild boy. When y'all know Gucci to be like that, and it don't matter. Yo, this is what it don't matter. I seen somebody say that Keyshia Ka'oir put a love spell on Gucci. She did something to Gucci. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Gucci is being controlled right now. Look at when they was talking about the episode that happened.
Yeah, I just don't agree with it. Here's the thing. Ain't shit happening that's wrong. He ain't crashing out. He ain't out there doing dumb shit. This person said if he's been medically diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, she is doing exactly what needs to be done. Unless you have experience dealing with loved ones with these diagnoses, you have no idea. And yes, I do. Somebody else say witchcraft. Our people sad as fuck. Y'all want Gucci from 06 so bad. We the only race that rather believe this man is cloned than to believe he got help and got clean. That's why our people be held back. We love to see our folk out of control. Then when they get control, we say it's not them. There's an element of truth to that.
On September 13th, we all know. Gucci said he don't even remember what happened. This woman says she can snap her fingers and Gucci would come back to normal. What type of shit is that? Or you heard the situation when she said Gucci would be quiet and she'd ask him why you not talking. He'd tell you, because I ain't got nothing to talk about. And she'd say, well, that's not how you talk to your wife. I know something is wrong now. What kind of shit is that? This lady said she called.
Because maybe he talks to her in a different way when he's not going into a fucking episode, man. Like it's like when somebody's bipolar, man, and they go through the manic stages and shit like that. Like you can literally see it. You can literally see the difference. So yeah, maybe he talks to her in a totally different way, and when his tone and his mood changes, she knows, all right, yeah, that's not how you talk to your wife. Saying that, usually you talk to me in a totally different way. Okay. And I've noticed over the years that when you start talking like this, things usually end up going left.
His attorneys called bodyguards and she planned a kidnap. What type of shit is that? But see, the shit gonna come out because, like I said in the beginning, Gucci is about to be the next Wendy Williams. Gucci is about to be the next Britney Spears. You heard it here first. I'm telling you, because this man is not the same person that he was.
Well, one thing's for sure. He's not the same person that he was, and so far, so good. We'll see what happens. One more video.
This is such an important conversation. If you have yet to, make sure you go watch the Breakfast Club interview with Gucci Mane, right? Now, I went on Twitter, our favorite place, and this person tweeted, everyone praising Keyshia for being Gucci's handler is wild. Ma'am, that is Gucci Mane's wife, not his handler. Wife, marriage. They vow to be together forever through sickness and health. And what she's explaining here is preventing Gucci Mane from doing things that can put him in sticky situations, not only for himself, but for his business relationships and his career moving forward. She is protecting him from.
That's exactly what I just said, ain't it? Well, not just, but that's.
It's preventing Gucci Mane from doing things that can put him in sticky situations, not only for himself, but for his business relationships and his career moving forward.
Exactly. Preserving all of that, right? And just his reputation, man.
She is protecting him from him. And we need to see more of this. One thing that Keyshia also brought up in that interview is she said when she saw Kanye, like when she sees Kanye going on these rants and stuff, she really be wanting to get in contact with Kim Kardashian, but they don't know each other. They don't have a relationship. And like try to give her advice on how she learned how to get through these situations and circumstances. Now, it's never one-to-one. You have different people from different environments that react and respond to things differently. But it is so valuable to have a partner that knows and knows what triggers you and can tell when you're starting to become triggered. Like what actions you take. She starts speaking about, oh, he starts to talk less. He starts texting in a certain manner. He starts behaving a little bit differently. And I know he's about to have an episode. He's on his way to have an episode. And that takes time and patience in really learning somebody. It is not being somebody's handler. Like, you guys love chaos, so you would prefer her to just let Gucci Mane have episodes and go on rants and talk smack about people and then wake up and not even remember things happening. This is without being on drugs or anything like that. It's just a mental health episode. You guys would prefer that.
Yeah, a lot of people would.
That's what I realized. So when y'all see somebody that's protecting their partner, you guys go straight to, oh, they're trying to control them, this, and it's a clone, and it's all these crazy narratives I see. You guys need to do some growing, man. I'm not going to hold you. It's kind of nasty seeing the way some of y'all minds work.
It is.
I'm not going to hold you. That is his partner. How do you guys feel about this, though?
Somebody says she's not a handler. She actually loves her husband. If she was a handler, she wouldn't even try to stop him from going to social media. I don't know if you guys ever paid attention to Gucci Mane rants. They're crazy, and he looks crazy when he has them. She simply makes sure her husband does not go on social media and make a fool out of himself. Like the lady with the pink wig on her husband, like the lady with the pink wig, her husband is a handler. Okay. Is she talking about Nikki? He's spending the money while she goes crazy. Oh yeah, she talking about Nikki. That's the difference. Listen, man, I'm not of the opinion that she's some sort of handler, that she's doing this for any reason other than the fact that she love her man and that she don't want to see him crash out. If this was really about her and her wanting to take control and take over, why not just let him crash out so you can have a reason to take control and take over, right? So you can have something to show the courts, and then or get a divorce and take everything you can out of that in that situation. Like, why would I invest my time and effort, and she runs businesses and things, and still put time and effort into him when I can be doing my own thing? If that's the case, if I really don't care, I'll let him crash out, make it easy on myself, get the divorce, take half everything he got, and move on with my life. You know, I think a lot of people just don't know what a healthy relationship look like. They never been in one, or if they did, they probably fucked it up and sabotaged it because they don't know how to deal with it. A lot of people do that, man. And so they project that toxic perspective of relationships onto other people. And look, I reserve my right every time to change my mind. If new information is presented, I'll say that. But as of right now, I think she's doing it because it's her husband. I don't think there's no roots. There ain't no spells going on. There ain't none of that. She's just making sure, because who else, or who should they trust? I just want to say that. Who should they trust? Gucci and her took an oath to each other to be there for each other through thick and thin. And if that means taking some extra time out of your day and what you got going on to make sure I'm right when I can't do it for myself, then that's the definition of those fucking vows to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think on this. What side of the coin do y'all fall on? I was going to say, as far as that Imani shit, potato, man. Whatever. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll check y'all the next one.